सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ विवेकचूडामणि, पेज नंबर 19, श्लोका नंबर 53। पथ्यमौषधसेवा च क्रियते येन रोगिणाम् आरोग्यसिद्धिर्दृष्टास्य नान्यानुष्ठितकर्मणाम्। When the student asks the questions, what is bondage, how to come out of that bondage, what is Atma and what is Anatma, how this bondage is taking place in the human being's life, what is the method to come out of this bondage. So when the student asks these questions, the teacher is praising the student first. In the verse number 50, Sishya Stuti, and 51, 52, 53, Jnana Stuti, Guru does by giving an example. The Guru praises the student, you are Dhanyaha. Not only you, your whole family is also blessed because of you are going to get knowledge. So therefore Guru is so happy. And Guru tells, this bondage or this samsara caused by ignorance cannot be removed by anybody, just as the son removes the debt of the father. This ignorance cannot be removed by other person. And just as the person's weight, the bhara, the load carried by the person can be removed by or can be shared by the other person, like that this samsara, ajnana, this bondage cannot be shared or removed by any other person. And the third example, Guru tells, just as the person who has illness, the disease, to come out of that disease, that pain, he alone has to take medicine. For that person's sake, no one can take medicine. Even if they take medicine, his problem will not be solved. Similarly, if you want to come out of your problem, the manasika ashanti, if you want to come out of, you have to put effort. You have to take measures. What are the methods I have to follow? Therefore, in the case of knowledge, you have to work for. Even your closest husband or wife or children, no can release you from this bondage or ajnana. This is the truth we have to understand first. Understand and put effort. Start now itself. Everybody is busy in their own. No one will help us. Nobody will help us when we are in distress. This mental distress or mental pain, ajnana, cause pain, will never remove by any other person except my own effort, my own willpower will help me. We have to remember all the time. Therefore, Shankaracharya tells in Bhajagovindam also, Yavadvitto parjana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha paschat jivatin. All people are interested in your money, in your strength. All people utilize you with love and affection. High hand solite. They will utilize you in all ways. In all the ways they will utilize you. But when you are in need, some help, even they want to do that help, but they cannot. Because in the manasula irukra ajnanatte காரண மூலமா வர கவலை யாரும் நீக்க முடியாது. That is why Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells, உத்தரேத் ஆத்மனா ஆத்மானம். இது நல்ல ஞாபகம் இருக்கணும். Every minute I have to remember. Just as the birds, when they learn to fly, they leave the mother and go. They leave the parents and fly. Somewhere they go. No connection. Similarly, our children, our whole possessions, everything, any time they leave us. Even my own body, the youth, slowly leaves me. One day or other, everything is going to live. I am going to live, otherwise they are going to leave me. Either this way or that way. So before they are all leaving and creating some fear in me, insecurity in me, let me get that real security through my own self-knowledge. Therefore, beautiful example Shankaracharya has given. These examples, without studying Viveka Chudamani also, all of you know these examples through some story or other. These examples. So remember these examples and try to put proper effort. So in the last 53, the sloka number 53, Arogyam Siddhina, that is called Swasthata. In Sanskrit we call it as Swasthata. What do you mean by Swasthata? And the word used pannalinga, Arogya means Swasthata. In Sanskrit, Arogya means Swasthata. Swastha means what? Stha means remaining. Stha means remaining, abiding. Swa means one's own. Abiding or remaining in one's own nature is called Swasthata. Understand? What do you mean by real Arogyam Swasthata? Abiding, remaining in my own nature, my own Atma Swarupam, that is real Arogyam, real health. That is already there, no? I am already swastha only. But because of my ajnana, I am thinking I am aswastha, I am aswastha. I am a sick person, I am a sick person, I am thinking. Two ways you can think. Real resistance power, health, Bhagavan already has given. By nature, Bhagavan has given the capacity, immunity system in the body. Natural health is always there. Because of our habits, eating habits, wrong habits, we are only spoiling our health. This is from worldly angle. If you take from philosophical angle, I am always swastha only. I am always in Brahman, Atma Swarupam only. Not knowing that I am different from Atma Swarupam, I am becoming aswastha. Spiritually aswastha. Spiritual aswastha means what? My mind, my intellect is not able to understand its own real nature. I am Atma Swarupam. What is the proof? I do not know my real nature. Munji paathale theriyume. Kavalai, gloomy face, eppume edo fear. Some people face paatha edo something they lost, na? Something they have lost. Appoye irupom oru maadriya. Even Bhagavan also cannot bring change in their face. என்ன பெரிய ஜோக் போட்டாலும் சிரிக்கவே மாட்டான். ஏன்னா அவ்வளோ திக்க அவங்களுடைய ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படியே they are surrounded by encircled by that. சோஞ்சி போயிருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல, ரொம்ப ஆழமா அதையோ பெயின்ல இருப்பான். Some people like that. Aswasthata, mental aswasthata, that is. That is why spirituality is nothing but mental sanity. Understand? Correct the notion first. What do you mean by spirituality? What do you mean by moksha? Mental sanity. Sanctity of the mind is called moksha. Sanctity, the pavitrata of the mind, the mental level is called moksha. That's why every jnani is a swastha. Every jnani is a healthy person. Physically maybe there is a problem. Avaru overweight edavadu problem irundha mutti vali varum, mudugu vali varum, thala vali varum jnaniki kuda. But real health wise he is swastha. As long as his physical body is there, he also has to undergo the pain. But mental level is a swastha. So therefore Shankaracharya tells by these examples. One more example he is going to give in the next shloka, 54, shloka number. In this shloka he gives an example as well as drishtanta. Example means drishtanta, and going to give darshtanta, original. In the மேல சொன்ன மூணு ஸ்லோகங்கள் drishtanta, example, and fourth one more example he is going to give, and how to do anvaya to darshtanta, come to the real jnana, how to own up. That first two lines he gives, and the example gives in next third and fourth line. Okay, we will read that sloka. Up to here we saw in the last class. Okay. Sloka number 54. Vastu swarupam sputabodha chakshusha svenaiva vedyam natu panditena Chandraswarupam nijachakshu चक्षुषैव ज्ञातव्यमन्यैरवगम्यते किम्. Now see the example, then we go to Darshtanta. Third line and fourth line. Chandra Swarupam. Chandra means moon. Swarupam, the nature of the moon. Nija Chakshushaiva. You can see. Nija means your own eyes. Chakshusha eva. Gnatavyam, to be known. Chandra Swarupam, the moon can be seen by your own eyes. Nija Chakshushaiva means what? Your own eyes. Nija Chakshushaiva Gnatavyam, to be known. Anyaihi avagamyate kim, by others' eyes. Can you see the moon? Through others' eyes, can you see the moon? You cannot see the moon. Clear? Why Shankaracharya gives here moon example? Because the moonlight gives delight to you. Delight means happiness, Ananda. The moon is the source of happiness. யாராவது சொல்லுவோம் மூணு பார்த்து ஐயோ கஷ்டமா இருக்கே பார்க்கறதுக்கு சொல்லுவோமோ? சூரியன் பார்த்து சொல்லுவோம். ஜாஸ்தி ஹீட் இருந்தால் சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையோ? பட் மூன் பார்த்து எப்பவும் சொல்ல மாட்டோம். The full moon, if you see, you feel so happy, pleasant. அப்பா இன்னமா இருக்க ஒரு ஆனந்தம். Similarly, if you know your Atma, also you become happy. That's the moon example here. Chandraswarupam nijachakshushaiva gnatavyam anyaihi avagamyate kim. Kim enna prashnartha here. It is not possible. Natu prashnartha but akshepartha means it is not possible. Is it possible through others' eyes to see the moon? Not possible. Adhe madre, just like that, come to the first line. Vastu Swarupam. Vastu means here truth. Satya Vastu Brahman. The ultimate truth. Vastu. In the context of Vedanta, Vastu means Atma, Brahman. In the world, generally we call object is called Vastu. That is another meaning. Vastu means pen is a Vastu, clip is a Vastu in the worldly angle. But from Vedantic angle, Vedanta context, Vastu means Atma. So Vastu Swarupam, Swarupam, nature. Swarupam in anartham, nature. The nature of Atma, Sputa Bodha Chakshusha. You can see only by clear knowledge. Sputa Bodha means, Sputa means crystal clear. Sputam means crystal clear. What crystal clear? Bodha. Bodha means knowledge. By crystal clear knowledge compared to the eyes, Chakshusha. That is the Jnana Netram. Chakshu means eyes. Chakshusha means by the eyes. Chakshusha means instrumental case, Tritiya Vibhakti. Chakshusha. So Jnana Netram, that is called Ajna Chakram. ஞான நேத்திரம் மீன்ஸ் விசிடம் ஐ. விசிடம் பல்லுன்னு இருக்கு இல்லையா, அந்த விசிடம் பல்லோ என்ன பல்ல தெரியும், வலி மாத்திரம் வரும். அதே மாதிரி விசிடம் ஐ. வாட் இஸ் விசிடம் ஐ? ஞான சக்ஷு, அக்ஞா சக்கரம் ஆர் ஞான நேத்திரம். ஞான சக்ஷுஷா வேத்யம், டு பி நோன். ஸ்புடபோத சக்ஷுஷா வஸ்து ஸ்வரூபம் வேத்யம். See the second line, வேத்யம், to be known, with dhatu. With means to know, வேத்யம், to be known. How it to be known? Sputabodha chakshusha vedyam. How? Svenaiva, by his own jnana netram, by his own knowledge. Svenaiva means by his own. In the drishtanta nija chakshushan சொன்னார். Third line, nija chakshusaiva. Here for dashtanta, second line, svenaiva chakshushan, by his own knowledge, by oneself anartham. By oneself, svenaiva vedyam, natu panditena, not by the scholar, by any other scholar. Suppose my teacher is very great scholar, well versed, well informed, everything my guru knows is a Shrotriya Brahmanishtaha Panditaha. If I go and sit near that guru, can I get jnana? கொஞ்சம் கிட்ட போய் உட்கார்ந்தா அந்த காத்து அடிக்கும் நமக்கு கூட. இதெல்லாம் வருமா, முடியுமா? Impossible. That's why what Shankaracharya says, na panditena, not by any other scholar you will get knowledge. Svenaiva vedyam, by yourself, by oneself alone this can be known. What? Vastu swarupam, vasati, vasdhatu, to exist. That which exists all the time is called vastu. What exists all the time? Atma exists. Therefore, vastu, to exist, vasati, asti, sarvada bhavati, iti vastu. Other than Atma is avastu. Other than Atma, whatever is there is called avastu, mithya, unreal, anatma. Other than Atma, what is there? Body is there, mind is there, intellect is there. Ellame. Other than Atma, everything is avastu. So Vedanta talks ulta. Nammella vastu 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 idella pidichi whole veedu ella vastu vastu ni solrom. Shastra tells these are all avastu. Mithya, unreal, temporary, veedu temporary, body temporary, ellame temporary da. Real vastu is Atma Swarupam. Svenaiva vedyam, jnana chakshusha vedyam. That is the meaning. Natu panditena. That is why Trinetram also is symbolically the eye of jnanam. Trinetram, Ishvara Trinetram, third eye, jnana chakshusha vedyam. So subtle eye we call it as subtle eye. Sukshma drishti is called subtle eye. You know, don't think the third eye will come for us. Some people think, என்னமோ கொஞ்சம் காந்தி காந்தியா வருது, third eye is coming. காந்தி காந்தியா வருதுன்னா ஸ்கின் ஸ்பெஷலிஸ்ட் கிட்ட போய் பார்த்துக்கோங்க. there is some skin problem வரலாம், ஒன்னும் வராது காந்திங்கன்ட்டு. ஓகே, never think like that. Here Sputabodha chakshusha means subtle eye should be understood as antahkaranam, clear mind, clear intellect, a subtle mind, a sukshma grahi. So Vedanta Sravanam alone is third eye. Vedanta Sravanam alone opens my third eye, antahkaranam. So Atma is also Ananda Janakaha. Atma Jnanam also creates Ananda. Moon also Ananda Janakaha. Therefore, Just as to see the moon, you have to use your own eyes. Similarly, to know your real nature, Atma, you have to use your Jnana Netram. How to use Jnana Netram? Sunday class ku varanu. Vedanta Viveka Chudamani class. Appo the Jnana Netram will open. Okay, continuing. Next sloka. Sloka number 55. Avidya kama karmadi pashabandham vimochitum kasyaknuyad vinatmanam kalpakotishatairapi. Avidya, kama, karma, adi. Avidya means ignorance. Kama means binding, desire. Karma means an action to fulfill that desire. Adi means karma phalam. Once you do karma, what you get? Karma phalam will come. So adi, etc. Adi padad, karma phalam. You can add janana, marana, sukha, dukkha. Once the kama is there, karma I do, because of karma it may give sukha, it may give dukkha also. Mostly dukkha only coming, Swamini, anything may come. Because of this karma, because of this sukha, dukkha, again I do actions. Karma phalam is what? Janana maranam. Therefore, ignorance, binding desire, and binding actions, and their results all are come pasha bandham. These are all tying the person. Pasha means a rope. Pasha is a rope. Kairu. Bandham means what type of rope? Ordinary rope. It is binding me. அந்த பக்கம் இந்த பக்கம் ஆடாமலே அசையாமலே எங்கேயும் அது ஓடி போலாம்னு சொல்றேன். இந்த ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் பார்த்தா எங்கேயும் ஓடவே முடியல. Because this avidya, kama, karma are just binding the person. எப்படிதான் வெளியில வருது என்ன தேடி 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 பண்ணா கூட வழி கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்கிறது என்ன. அதுதான் பாசபந்தம். That's why in Yamadharmaraja's hand, the kair irukkalaya, what that kair represents? Our avidya, our kama, our karma phalam, janana, marana, everything sukha, dukkha represents the kair in the hand of Yamadharmaraja. Why he is holding that kair? Kair eppadi irukum theriyuma? Ipdi round potu ipdi irukum. Appadiye mella potu pull பண்ணுவார். Swami சொல்லாதுங்க அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் இப்படி தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். அந்த கயிறு வாட் இட் ரெப்ரசென்ட்ஸ். why Yamadharmaraja is holding that? This mrityu pasham is, pasha means rope. Mrityu pasha is that he is going to put on to such person who is an ajnani. Ajnani is one, avidya, ignorance is there. Because of his having that, he is having binding desires, doing binding actions, therefore come into my hold and he will pull that. That is pasha bandham. Like Markandeya, you are free from this pasha bandham if you are free and surrender to Lord Shiva, who is Satchit Ananda Swarupam, Atma Swarupam. Appadiye embrace that Shiva like Bhakta Markandeya. Yamadharmaraja tried to come to Markandeya. When he is trying to come, flames are coming there. கிட்ட கூட போக முடியல யமதர்மராஜாக்கு. அவ்வளவு ஒரே சக மாதிரி என்ன, தட் ஃபயர்னா ஹீட் நியர் தட் where Markandeya is embracing that. What this story represents, tell me. Once I surrendered to Shiva, the Paramatma, even Yamadharmaraja, the mortality cannot. Who sees like that, he gets fear of mortality, fear of death. That is inhidden in every person. ஆட்டோல போனா பயம், பஸ்ஸில் போகும்போது பயம், என்னாகுமோ ஒரே பயமா இருக்கும். Every second we are always under the threat, under the spell of that mrityu. This is the constant fear in every ajnani. That is why a wise person who wants to come out of this insecurity, the mortality, the fear, that's why he disowned the body mind complex. தொலைஞ்சி போடுவேன் சொல்லுவா, இந்த உடம்பு எப்படியாவது போய்தான் ஆகும், நான் இது இல்லையே அதை நினைச்சா அந்த mortality fear problem will go away. Yamadharmaraja can never come. Yamadharmaraja means what? And the fear of death will not arise in the mind. That is the jnana phalam. வேற என்ன வேணும்? மிருத்யு வருமேமோ ஒரே பயம். யாருக்கும் விடுறதுக்கு மனசு வராதே, போகிறதுக்கு மனசு வராது. சும்மா சொல்லுவா, சீக்கிரமா போனா நல்லா இருக்கும், சீக்கிரமா போயினா நல்லா இருக்கும், சும்மா அப்படியா. சப்போஸ் அவர் வந்து கேட்டா வரியா, சும்மா சொன்ன. யாருக்கு வெக்கேட் பண்றதுக்கு விருப்பமே இருக்காது. இன்னும் நிறைய நாள் இருக்கணும் ஆசை இருக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆசை. Therefore, அந்த பாஷ பந்தம் விமோச்சித்தும், to be free from, முச்சு தாத்து, விமோச்சித்தும், to be free from. Atmanam vina kaha shiknuyat. From this type of bondage, பாஷ பந்தத்திலிருந்து வெளியில வரணும்னா ஆத்மானம், by yourself only. Atmana means here not Satchidananda Atma, a reflexive pronoun here. By oneself, Atmanam means one's own, by one's own will, by one's own effort. Other than one's own will, Atmanam vina. Other than, vina means other than, without your self effort or other than your will, kaha shakniyat, who is capable? Who is capable to make you to be free from this pasha bandha other than you? That means what? Nobody is capable except you yourself alone. Come out of this avidya, ignorance and binding desires and karma, janana, marana, sukha, dukkha. You alone can come out, not by anybody else. Therefore our people always say, enna solluvom, when our children are doing, hey, vanda vela marakade, na solla vela pannu, vanda vela marakade, edukkaga vandayo adi pannu nu solluvan. Enna artham? That really in our all peoples, in our ancestors, when they are talking even worldly matters also, that word, that sentence reminds that ultimate goal. Never forget your goal. எதுக்காக வந்தையோ அது மறக்காதே. எதுக்காக வந்தோம்? சாப்பிட்றதுக்காக வந்தோம்? மோட்சம் அடையிறதுக்காக தான் வந்தோம். Never forget that. So kaha shaknuyat, who is able to do that other than you? Not one day or 2 days. சரி கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்றேன் சுவாமினி, they will do. kalpa koti shatairapi, not even, it takes decades, janmas also you alone have to do. You alone. சின்ன வயசுல நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கிறோம், எல்லாமே இந்த மென்டல் சைக்கலாஜிக்கல் டிபெண்டன்சி இது ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தி. ஹியூமன் வீக்னஸ் என்னன்னா எதிர்பார்ப்பு. ஹஸ்பண்ட்லேருந்து எதிர்பார்ப்பு, அம்மா கிட்டேருந்து எதிர்பார்ப்பு எல்லாமே. மை மதர் வில் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் மீ, மை ஹஸ்பண்ட் வில் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் மீ, மை ஃபாதர் வில் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் மீ, ஆர் மை சில்ட்ரன் வில் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் மீ. Psychologically we are all depending totally. I will tell you, the psychological dependence is the main drawback. எப்பவுமே ஏதோ ஒரு எதிர்பார்ப்பு, அது கொஞ்சம் கம்மி ஆகிற மாதிரி தோன்றுச்சுன்னா அவ்வளோதான் ஷேக்கிங். என்னமோ ஷேக்கிங், ஒரு எர்த்குவேக் வந்தால் எப்படி ஷேக் ஆகுமோ அப்படியே ஷேக்கிங். மதர் திங்ஸ், I have 4 sons, nobody is listening to me. Mother, go on worrying. She thinks children will do all their actions according to her likes. Is it possible to any son? She thinks at least ஒரு பையன் பண்ண முடியல, 3 பையன் இருக்காரு, அவன் பண்ணட்டுமே. அந்த 3 பேரும் பண்ண மாட்டான். இல்லை 3 பேர் பண்ண முடியல, 2 பேர் பண்ணலாமே, 2 பேரும் பண்ண மாட்டான். சரி 4 பேரில் 3 பேருக்கு பண்ண முடியல, ஒரு பையன் சரியா பண்ணலாமே, நான் நினைச்சின மாதிரி பண்ணலாமேன்னா அவனும் பண்ண மாட்டான். அந்த அம்மா தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேண்டாமா, இப்படிதா உலகம், இப்படிதான் தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேண்டாமோ? தெரிஞ்சுக்காமலே she go on worrying. எத்தனை நாள்? And that worry creates lot of insecurity, unhappiness in the mind. Never expect your children or husband or wife or anybody to make you happy. இது மாத்திரம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. Couples are here, don't mistake me. Wife and husband, don't mistake me. This is true. My husband is there only to make me happy. And wife think பண்ணவே கூடாது. Even husband also, my happiness is depending on my wife only. Never think like that. This is called wrong concept. This is misconception. A relative happiness, for that sake நல்லா சமைச்சு போடுவோம், அவ்வளோதான். The psychological strength, mental strength, emotional strength, no wife can give. It is impossible. No husband can give. It is impossible. Certain level they can provide. அது ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. If I do not know this fact, any relation is a problematic. If I do not know this fact, any relation, either wife and husband or children or parents or any relation, creates unhappiness. What I have to know? No relation can give me my real happiness, total happiness. This is what we have to understand. Kalpa koti shatairapi. Even next janma also I have to work for. Remember. அதனால எப்போ வேலை பண்ணது இப்படியே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணு. Now onwards you start. Okay. Never try to postpone. That's called Purnatvam. That I am Purnaha, this knowledge, Purnatvam Ajnana will lead to Apurnatvam. I am Purna Atma ani theriyala enna agum? I am incomplete person, I am limited person. So unhappy, it leads to unhappiness. So அந்த அபூர்ணத்தினால, because of incompleteness, I want to become complete person. நான் பூர்ண ஸ்வரூபம் ஏற்கனவே ஆத்மஸ்வரூபம் எனக்கு தெரியாமல் இருந்ததுனால I want to become பூர்ணகா. கொடக்கட்டை பூர்ணம் மாதிரி ஸ்வீட் இருக்கும் உள்ள, அது மாதிரி I want to become பூர்ணகா complete. For that what I do? ஒரு வீடு கட்டிட்டா I am பூர்ணகா. ஃப்ளாட்டு தான், அப்போதான் தெரியும் எத்தனை ப்ராப்ளம். Similarly, settling the children. If I settle my children, I will become Purna, complete. அப்போதான் தெரியும் I am incomplete. The more you settle the children, the more problems are going to come. Never expect your completeness by making your children settle. Whether they are settled or not, they are going to settle, but your Purnatvam have no connection. That is important. For my completeness, for my happiness, for my children's settlement, there is no connection. If I connect to that, shows I am immature person. So kalpa koti shatairapi. Kalpa means a duration of time. Kalpam is a duration of time. That is a name, a technical term for a name, the time. Kalpa means 1 day of Brahmaji. Chonnaniliyo, 1 day of Brahmaji is called Kalpam. 1 day and 2000 Chatur Yugas is 1 day for Brahmaji. And the calculation, see the previous notebook. Okay? So these are all unseen strings. Our desires, our ignorance, our karma, all these karma phalam are like unseen strings. Pashaman Kairan and a string. In a string, or string. Ignorance or string, karma or string, kama or string, ellame, janma, maranam, dukha, all strings. They are all unseen, unpredictable strings. So all are intertwined. One intertwined. Because of ignorance, I get kama. Because of kama, desire, I do karma. Because of karma, I get karma phalam. It becomes prarabdha. All are intertwined. That is the meaning. So kama means to fulfill this kama, either nivritti kama or pravritti kama. Sometimes the desires, I desire to come out from certain things. That is also a desire. I desire to get certain things. That is called pravritti kama. Pravritti kama means towards I go to fulfill those desires. And I sometimes go away from certain things. That is also a desire, so that I am be happy. I want to go away from my mother-in-law. That is also a desire. Joking. I want to go away from my mother-in-law is also a desire. Nivritti kama. அங்கே பக்கம் இருந்தால் ஏதோ ஒன்று சொல்லிட்டே இருப்பான், குறை சொல்லிட்டே இருப்பான். ஸோ நிவృత్తి காம, either பிரவருத்தி காம or நிவృత్తి காம. இந்த காம is the cause. Why this kama? Ignorance. So எல்லாத்துக்கும் என்ன காரணம்னா ignorance. Next sloka. Sloka number 56. न योगेन न सांख्येन कर्मणा नो न विद्यया ब्रह्मात्मैकत्वबोधेन मोक्षसिद्ध्यति नान्यथा. Until now, Shankaracharya emphasized on self-effort, the importance of human effort, one's own effort. Prayatnam. Effort and prayatnam. The importance of one's own prayatnam. What is one's own prayatna? You have to take medicine to come out of disease. You have to see the moon if you want to see really. By seeing others, you are not going to get happiness. That seeing the moon which gives happiness, you are not going to get. So these are all examples he has emphasized. Similarly, your effort alone gives moksha. Proper effort you have to put. In this verse he says, adequate and proper self-effort is important. He is telling what type of effort you have to put. Effort I am putting. After reading that slokas, I start self-effort today onwards. And self-effort proper irukkanum, sufficient irukkanum. Adu important illaya? எனக்கு தெரியும்னு சொல்லுவான் எல்லாருமே. எனக்கு தெரியும் எந்த பஸ் போகணும், எப்படி அட்ரஸ் என்ன, தேடி 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 இருந்துகிட்டே இருப்பான். அங்கெங்கேயே தேடி சுற்றிட்டே இருப்பான். என்ன அர்த்தம்? ப்ராப்பராக தெரியலன்னு அர்த்தம். அதே மாதிரி டு நோ ஆத்மா, மை ஓன் நேச்சர், ஐ ஹாவ் டு புட் எஃபர்ட். நாட் ஓன்லி எஃபர்ட், ஐ ஹாவ் டு புட் ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட். அந்த ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட் ஐ டோன்ட் புட், சப்போஸ் that whole effort is waste. Clear? That whole effort is waste. இவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு என்ன பிரயோஜனம் என்ன? So Shankaracharya says, you are all listening to my slokas. Previous slokas, after listening you start putting effort. அதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நான் எந்த எஃபர்ட் பண்ணணும், எப்படி பண்ணணும் நான் சொல்கிறேன். ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். நாட் ஓன்லி ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட், I have to put adequate effort, sufficient. How much time I have to put effort also I have to put. You see how important it is. Many people put effort, but they don't put proper effort. Many people put effort, but they don't put adequate effort. ஏதி கொஞ்சம் கம்மியாக இருந்தால் ஞானம் வராது. என்னமா கஷ்டம் பாருங்க. வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட். தட்ஸ் வை ஞானம் இஸ் நாட் ஸோ ஈஸி. அது எப்படி தெரியும்? ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட்னா என்ன, எடிக்குவேட் எஃபர்ட்னா எவ்வளோ நாள் பண்ணணும் அல்லது சாஸ்திரம் படித்தாதான் நமக்கு முள்ளமாக புரியும். வாட் இஸ் ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட், ஏது இம்ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட். அந்த இம்ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட் பண்ணாமல் ப்ராப்பர் எஃபர்ட் பண்ணணும். பிரயத்னம் கரெக்டாக இருக்கணும்னு அதை சொல்கிறார் இந்த ஸ்லோகத்தில். Proper effort means Vedantic study. Meaning, that is what he is going to say. Proper effort means Vedantic study alone is right proper effort. What are all improper effort also is it going to tell. And adequacy comes by proper, adequate and sufficient. Adequate effort is comes by only mananam and nididhyasanam. Mananam, no, doubt-free knowledge, and nididhyasanam. So jnanam is possible only in the shravanam. And the shravanam மூலமாக தான் ஞானம் வரும். அதுக்கப்புறம் by mananam you remove the doubts, and in nididhyasanam ஞான நிஷ்டா takes place. எல்லாம் சிரவணம் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் ஞானம் வரும் அப்படியெல்லாம் நினைக்காதுங்க. சிரவணம் பண்ணும்போது ஞானம் வரணும். இல்லை நிதித்தியாசனம் பண்ணும்போது தான் ஞானம் வரும். வேணாம், நிதித்தியாசனம் பண்ணும்போது ஒன்றும் வராது, மனனம் பண்ணும்போது கூட ஒன்றும் வராது. ஞானம் வர்றது எங்கன்னா கிளாஸில் உட்காரும் போதே நேராக டைரக்ட்லி when I am listening from my guru itself aham brahmasmi jnanam will take place. But at the time of mananam doubts ஏதாவது இருந்து அது போகும். நிதித்தியாசனம் பண்ணும்போது இந்த எது whatever I have listened that jnana will assimilate. New jnana will never take place in nididhyasanam or mananam. Remember, never postpone. சுவாமினி கோர்ஸ் எல்லாம் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் உட்கார்ந்து ஞானம் will come and never. Unfortunate thing, people think அப்படி வரவே வராது. கிளாஸில் உட்காரும்போது ஸ்ரவணம் நடக்கும்போதே அந்த இன்டலெக்டில் நான் பிரம்மஸ்வரூபம் అని ஞானம் அடையணும். ஸ்ரவணகாலே ஏவ ஞானம் will take place. Now look into the sloka. Na yogena na sankhena na karmana na vidyaya brahma atmaikatva bodhena mokshaha siddhyati na anyatha. This brahma atma ekatva, brahma means paramatma, here atma means jivatma. The paramatma jivatma aikya bodhena, aikya jnanam means what? Mahavakya jnanam. Mahavakya jnanam. Tat paramatma tvamasi, you are the jivatma. So brahma atma ekatva means what? That paramatma, this jivatma are one and the same, identical. So intellectually you have to disown the gross body, subtle body, mind, all these things you have to disown. Intellectually you have to understand the consciousness, the chaitanya, the awareness I am, and the jnanam only help you to identify with Brahman. Brahma atma bodhena, ekatva bodhena mokshaha is siddhyati, is possible, can be accomplished. Siddhyati. na anyatha, not by any other means. What are the other means? Na yogena, ashtanga yogam panni, na sirshasanam pandren, I will get atma gnanam. Sirshasanamavadu, sarvangasanamavadu, enna asanam pannanum moksham varadu. Na yogena. People are sitting samadhi na ukkarandi, moksham varum ukkarandika. Shankaracharya telling, na yogena. Remember, there are people, yoga practice panna moksham vandaduvana. There are some people, dhyanam panna moksham vandaduma. Recently one lady came and asked me, many people think dhyanam is meant to get realization. Wrong concept, wrong notion. Dhyanam will never give moksha. Dhyanam is not meant to get self-knowledge. Remember, dhyanam is a part of yoga. Samadhi is a part of yoga. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, all put together, Raja Yoga or Ashtanga Yoga will never give moksha. What give moksha? Brahma Atma Ekatva Bodhena Mokshaha Siddhyati na Anyatha na Yogena na Sankhena. There is a philosophy called Sankhya philosophy. There are, in Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter, Sankhya Yoga is there. Here we have to note down clearly. There are two types of Sankhya. Kapila Muni Sankhya. Kapila Muni Sankhya is different from the Sankhya, Advaita Sankhya. Kapila Bhagavan is avatara of Mahavishnu. That avatara of Mahavishnu, Kapila Bhagavan, who gave that Advaita Sankhya is different. That is different from this Sankhya, what Shankaracharya telling, this Sankhya is different. This is Dvaita Sankhya. Talking about Jiva is different, Ishvara is different, Jagat is different. And Sankhya and Yoga, what is the difference? In the Yoga, a person tells Ishvara is there, he accepts Ishvara. But Sankhya will not accept, there is no Ishvara at all. Jagat irukku, Jivanu irukku, avladha, Ishvarane kadiyadu, kadavul kadiyadu, Ishvarane illa. Sankhya person says, who? Kapila Muni. He is also a Muni. Understand? Kapila Muni. Dvaita philosophy he brought. Duality. There are many Atmas. One Atma kadiyadu, many Atmas. Sankhya philosopher says. Yoga philosopher says there are many Atmas. Aalugur Atma mechuko. Endukku tagararu. Edukku oru Atma. Ellarku oru Atma kudichittuko. Consolation prize madri. Consolation prize theriyuma? Consolation prize na ella participants ku oru prize. Adu madri in the Yoga and Sankhya people what they do? Ellarku oru Atma pottuko. Many Atmas are there. So duality. So by Ashtanga Yoga you will never get moksha. By following the Sankhya philosophy you can never get moksha. Sankhya philosophy is a great philosophy. We use that Sankhya philosophy for Srishti Prakaranam and we leave that. More than that we don't use. So Sankhya, na karmana, how much amount of karma you do, you will not get moksha. Karmana means laukika karma, worldly activities will not give moksha. What Shankaracharya said previously, Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye. Chitta shuddhikagave karma. Once you got chitta shuddhi, drop the karma. Hot potato madri drop pannanum. Drop pannan enna agum? It obstructs you. Same karma which helped you to get chitta shuddhi, after chitta shuddhi if you continue in that karma, it become an obstacle for moksha. I told you, no, the womb protects the baby. As long as the fetus grow, it protects the baby inside. Once the baby grows inside the stomach, 10 months over, and baby has to come out. Illa amma vayithula nalla irukka, kulur hot irukena, ulla irundha ammakku danger, unakku danger appa, velila va. Same womb. Growth ஆகிற வரைக்கும் அதே ப்ரொடெக்ஷன். growth ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் அதே ஆப்ஸ்டிக்கல். புரியுறதா? சேம் கர்மா ஆல்சோ லைக் தட். If I don't drop that karma, it will obstruct you. That's why many people அந்த கர்மல இருந்து அதில் they will spend their time, their life also over by that time. என்னென்னா அட்ராக்டிவாக இருக்கும். அந்த கர்மா இந்த கர்மா பண்ணிகிட்டே இருந்தேன்னா ரொம்ப மஜா இருக்கும், என்ன கலர்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும், அட்ராக்டிவாக இருக்கும். என்ன பண்ணுறது? கர்மணா ந வித்யா. Vidya means here aparavidya. You can take as meditation, upasana, saguna upasana. Shankaracharya is not criticizing karma. Remember, Shankaracharya criticizing the karma if the person continues after chitta shuddhi. Once you get interest in Vedanta, drop karma. That's all. Once you got a guru, studying Shastra means never, you can totally stop the karma also, but spend whole time for Vedanta. இவ்வளோ நாள் படிச்சுனா கூட ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு என்ன டவுட், சுவாமினி கர்மா சரியாக பண்ணிட்டானோ இல்லையோ ஒரே கவலை. நான் சொல்கிறேன், கவலை வேண்டாம், இங்கே ஒதுடுங்கோ கிளாஸுக்கு போதும்னு சொல்கிறேன். சொன்னாலும் கூட மனசில் ஏதோ தயங்கம் அங்கே அப்படி இருக்கும் மனசில் இருந்தால் என்ன பண்ணுறது? நான் ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ பை கண்டினியூஷன் ஆஃப் கர்மா you are putting an obstruction to your spiritual growth. Shastra is telling, na vidyaya, even meditation, upasana, even saguna ishvara upasana, vidyaya, that also will obstruct you. Therefore, what gives knowledge? Not Ashtanga yoga, not Sankhya, not karma, not upasana, meditation, even saguna ishvara dhyana, eka ishvara dhyana, upasana, ekkachakama upasana பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பா, மோட்சம் வந்துடுமா? ஒன்றும் வராது. ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. பிரம்மாத்மைக்ய போதேன ஏவ மோக்ஷா சித்தியதி ந அந்யதா. இந்த ஸ்லோகம் கண்டதா பண்ணுங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பை ஹார்ட் தி ஸ்லோகா சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கணும். இல்லைன்னா வில் போஸ்ட் போன். நான் என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? ஆல் த பெஸ்ட், நெக்ஸ்ட் பர்த். நான் வரமாட்டேன், அப்போ டீச் பண்ண மாட்டேன். ஐ won't come. So decide yourself. We'll see more in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri